People love to explain breakups with simple words. She got bored. She lost interest. She wanted something new. Those explanations sound clean, but they miss what actually happened. Most relationships don't end because someone suddenly wakes up bored. They end because nothing changed for a long time. The routine stayed the same. The effort stayed the same. The emotional connection stopped growing. And slowly, without a big fight or a dramatic moment, something shifted. In this video, we're going to talk about what boredom really means in relationships, why it's almost never the real cause, and what men often don't realize until it's already too late. She didn't leave because she was bored. She left because the relationship stopped evolving. At the beginning, things felt alive. There was curiosity. There was attention. There was intention behind small actions. Conversations felt fresh because both people were learning each other. Effort wasn't forced, it was natural. You asked questions because you genuinely wanted to know the answers. You noticed changes because they mattered. Over time, that effort didn't disappear all at once. It faded quietly. The relationship settled into routine. Conversations became predictable. Time together became automatic. The same patterns repeated, not because they were bad, but because they were familiar. Comfort replaced curiosity. And here's where many men misunderstand what's happening. For a lot of men, comfort feels like success. Stability feels like winning. If there's no fighting, no tension, and no obvious problem, the relationship feels healthy. Calm feels reassuring. Predictability feels safe. So when boredom appears, it doesn't register as a warning. It feels normal. Men often think this is just what long-term relationships are like. The excitement fades, things settle down, and that's expected. Nothing feels urgent. So he stays, he waits, he assumes nothing is wrong. For many women, boredom doesn't feel neutral. It doesn't feel normal. It feels like disconnection. And disconnection feels dangerous, even if nothing is technically broken. When a woman feels bored, she often feels unseen. She feels like the relationship has stopped responding to her emotional presence. The same version of her is being met again and again, even though she's changing internally. This is an important distinction. Men often experience boredom as the absence of stimulation. Women often experience boredom as the absence of engagement. That difference changes everything. When a woman feels that absence, she usually doesn't want to leave right away. She wants movement. She wants adjustment. She wants to feel like the relationship is alive again. So she starts paying attention. She notices emotional flatness. She notices that effort hasn't changed with time. She notices that conversations stay on the surface. She tries to reconnect. She asks questions that sound small but aren't. Do you still enjoy spending time together? Do you even miss me? Why does everything feel the same lately? Too many men, these sound like complaints. They sound unnecessary. From his perspective, nothing has gone wrong. The relationship is stable. The loyalty is there. The commitment is intact. But to her, these questions are signals. They are attempts to reintroduce movement into something that feels emotionally stuck. When those signals don't lead to change, frustration starts building. Not loud frustration, quiet frustration. This is where resentment begins. Resentment doesn't start as anger. It starts as disappointment that goes unaddressed. It grows when someone feels like they're asking and nothing is shifting, when emotional bids are made repeatedly and met with sameness. This is also where timelines diverge. Men tend to wait until a problem becomes obvious. Women tend to notice emotional drift long before it turns into visible conflict. By the time a man feels like something is wrong, a woman may have been feeling disconnected for months or years. So when she finally leaves, it feels sudden to him. But to her, it feels overdue. She didn't wake up one morning bored and decide to leave. She slowly realized that she was emotionally alone inside a relationship. And once that realization sets in, staying can feel lonelier than leaving. Another misconception men often have is believing women leave because they want excitement or novelty. In reality, most women don't leave because they want thrill. They leave because they want engagement. Engagement doesn't mean constant excitement. It doesn't mean drama or chaos. It means emotional responsiveness. It means noticing when something feels stale and doing something about it. Many men assume loyalty and consistency are enough to carry a relationship. They believe that showing up, staying faithful, and being reliable should speak for itself. But consistency without curiosity turns into complacency. Complacency isn't cruelty. It's not intentional neglect. It's the belief that what once worked will always work, even as both people grow and change. Relationships don't fall apart because people stop caring. They fall apart because care stops adapting. This is why relationships rarely end with one big argument. They end after long periods of sameness. Same tone, same reactions, same level of effort, even as life evolves. Men often believe problems should be fixed once they become serious. Women often believe problems should be addressed while they're still small. That difference in timing creates heartbreak. By the time a man is ready to work on it, a woman may already be emotionally exhausted from trying. When effort finally shows up, it feels reactive instead of reassuring. That's why breakup conversations feel so confusing. He feels like he's finally engaged. She feels like she's already detached. The painful truth is that relationships don't need grand gestures to survive. They need emotional movement. Small adjustments, better questions, new attention, willingness to respond instead of repeat. Flowers don't fix stagnation. Trips don't fix emotional distance. What fixes it is responsiveness, noticing when something feels off and engaging before silence becomes the norm. Because once emotional silence settles in, attraction doesn't disappear suddenly. It fades gradually. And by the time boredom is visible, the connection has already weakened. So no, she didn't leave because she was bored. She left because nothing changed. And eventually, staying felt lonelier than walking away. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Most relationships don't fail because people stop caring. They fail because people stop adjusting. Growth doesn't require grand gestures. It requires attention, curiosity, and emotional movement. If you've ever wondered how something that felt solid quietly slipped away, this is usually why. The mind is the canvas, and relationships need motion to stay alive. If this helped you see things more clearly, subscribe. And if you've lived this from either side, share your thoughts below.